Hey everybody, and welcome on back to Building with Whip. Today is episode 146. Last episode we came through and built up that house as well as that house. Built up this little stand down here in the front for a little tiny flower shop that maybe the kids in this house right here are running. And we got our first homes kind of built up in this area over the last two episodes, including this brick house right here. And I'm really happy that we just have all these awesome houses coming up here. My goal is basically to finish off this little street right here. So today we're going to be working on building up this guy right here. However, before we get into that guy though, I do want to go and show you guys something else that we worked on last episode that I am very proud of. Last episode, we came back here and built in our first kind of mini park throughout the town. I want to add in a lot of these little green patches for people to kind of come and step away from the city life, sit down, maybe grab a book right here and sit down here and just chill for a few minutes and get some peace and quiet time in here, resting under a big old oak tree. And I'm so excited to add some more of these guys around here. That one was really fun to build. We crammed it in at the end of the last episode, but I think it turned out pretty great. Like I mentioned, in this episode, we're going to be working on building up that guy. But before we get to that, I got a question for you all here. What do you find most challenging about building in Minecraft? I'm kind of doing this for our own personal survey here. So what do you find most challenging about building in Minecraft? And also, what do you find yourself struggling with and want to learn more about? You know, maybe for a potential video in the near future, what types of things in Minecraft would you guys like to be able to learn and move forward with? I really am curious to see kind of what the community here struggles with and what you guys would benefit from, because I'm very happy to help teach. I think I do a decent job of it. So let me know down in the description below what you guys would like to be learning moving forwards, or if there's anything else I can help with kind of getting you guys on the right track to learning those things. I'd be really happy to help that, because a lot of you guys seem to kind of want to learn more about building, and I am very happy to oblige with that. So anyways, our road right here, I wanted to go ahead and, or our building right here, not a road. I want to go ahead and have a corner tower right here. I'm thinking a little 3x3 guy. And then we're actually going to have like a lower floor entrance down here for a lower area. Maybe somebody lives in the basement. And then we're going to have an upper floor entrance probably right about in here. That'll be more of an area for the shop is, in this guy is supposed to be a tailor. So my thoughts are that we'll have this upper area enter into the tailor shop. Maybe we could have the lower area be like his workspace or something like that with like a staircase that'll lead up here. So I was thinking that'd be pretty cool to go ahead and mess with. I do want to keep it basically lined up with that wall right here. So for now, we're just going to go ahead and kind of, oh, that's a slab. That's why that's not working. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and kind of do this. I think it's going to be a little wide or a little kind of weird kind of building all the way back here. But my goal is going to have this free-form building that's really flowing along the edge of the street here. And I think it'll be really fun. It'll be a really cool challenge to kind of work with that stuff. So we're going to go ahead and bring it out to here. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and bring it out to 7. So we can kind of basically bring that right along there and go 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll be 4. And then we can do 5, and then we can kick it out 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if we kick you out one more, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I can work with that. We can make that happen. So I'm thinking right here, and then along this edge, maybe we go ahead and kind of just extend this guy out. Where do we connect that in? Up at the middle? That works out great. So we can go ahead and kind of extend this out here, and then kind of just bring him into the side. Maybe we actually go ahead and slim this guy down and have it more of an angle. So what if we came in through here, said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then did we do 6? No, yeah, so we do bring it in right here. So that'd be brought into right there. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we kind of bring this guy in like this, and we can go ahead and just do something right there. I think that'll work great. I'll tell you guys what though, let me go ahead and get an idea more of what I want to be looking at here, what I want to be building out of this, and I'll be back with you guys as soon as I can. Okay, I got a good plan here ready to go, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. So we're going to be taking this guy out. Instead of doing the 3x3 inside base, I want to bring it out to a 5x5 box to start out with this guy. What we're actually going to be doing is we're going to be building the top section before we come down here and touch the bottom. You guys will see that why in just a quick second here. So we can go ahead and just for now, let's just go do a stone slab right there. We're going to be using a lot of dark oak for this guy. The whole base of this thing is basically going to be covered in dark oak logs, and I think it'll be pretty cool. Oh, well, that didn't work. So, this base of this thing is going to be totally covered in dark oak logs. So for now, we're just going to go ahead. This side we can actually fill up all the way because there's no way we can possibly get that to work alongside the wall there. Same with this side here. These ones are going to be totally filled in, so we can go ahead and fill all of these guys in. let's go ahead and trade this one out here real fast to fix that up. And then out here on this side, we're going to be adding in some windows. So we can get that guy right there. And then to mix up these windows from what we've done previously, I want to use a little white stained glass to give it a little bit more contrast here against these dark oak beams that were kind of put in throughout this guy. I think it'll give it a really cool color to it. So we can go ahead and bring this last side up here as well, and then do our double white glass panes, fill in all this stuff, and then bring ourselves up on this side. Just kind of, again, filling in all this stuff. Then for a little bit of a trim block to bring it all the way around the center, I wanted to go ahead and do like the full dark oak planks that we have in here. Mine are a little bit darker than the typical dark oak planks, which is why we're able to make this one work here. After that, I did want to go ahead and bring up a second layer of doing this same pattern that we had before, just kind of working with what we have here, really trying to make this guy a little bit taller, just so we can have some more detail in here. It'll really, really bring it out together. I'm hoping once we get all this stuff in, I got kind of a cool plan in mind for how I want to be. Nope, we want that guy. We might not have enough dark oak. Actually, this is the last layer we're doing, so we should definitely have enough here. So we're going to go ahead and throw our windows in on this guy right here, and then bam, 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 bringing all this stuff up to the top. Nope, come on, man, that's twice. That's twice. Let me see if we can, let's see if we can nail an ender pearl right up here. Nope, that is probably the worst ender pearl ever. Let's time it. Perfect. No, that was so close to timing it. All right, let me get back up there real fast. Okay, so I did want to go ahead and kind of use this layer technique, this circle technique here to kind of help us build this roof out. We're going to be doing another pointed roof here, kind of like really similar to the designs we've done before. So we're bringing these guys out onto the sides right like that. And then we're going to be doing that base right like here again. And then these corners are basically just going to be stair, stair, and then stair, bringing it back in. After here, we can go ahead and do that corner bit going all the way around here as well. And I forgot that one, so we can go to bam, bam, get rid of those guys. Lost another slab there. There are so many dead soldiers in this project so far tonight. But that's fine. We'll make it work. There shouldn't be too much. God, I keep forgetting that one. Can we get it? Ah, yes, we got that one back. Perfect. So we can go ahead and finish this stuff going all the way around here. Now, after this, we've done a really similar style to this before, as I mentioned, but I want to go ahead and make this one a little bit more spiky and make it appear a little bit taller. So instead of just going straight into the stair block right there, I wanted to go ahead and bring it up another block. So we kind of get a little bit extra height throughout here, which will help the build really come together, I'm hoping. I think it'd be pretty cool if we can get this. So we can go here and do the stair blocks like this. And that, and there's a really loud car going by, but then we can go ahead and bring in here, do these upside down stair blocks, full blocks on the corners, right like this. And then on top of these guys, we're basically going to go ahead and bring all this stuff up two. These corner ones are going to go just up one. And then from here, we're going to just do some half slabs on that stuff. And I'm actually, instead of two, we're actually just going to leave it with one, I'm thinking. That's probably the better way to go about it. So we can go ahead and do this, and then bring ourselves up here, and then we can go ahead and do our dark oak fences. I do not have an iron bar on me, so I'll go ahead and do that. Honestly, I can't wait to have a few more variants of the wall type so we can figure out a dark one to put right there to help kind of smoothen that transition out, guys. Oh man, I'm so excited for that. Okay, so that's most of our tower done up there on the top. For the tippy top portion, there are a few things that I want to be doing to kind of help detail this guy out here. Okay, a few things I had in mind was, for one, definitely bring in some acacia in here to bring a little bit more color into this guy, get a little bit of that red tone in here so we can kind of work our way up here to the top. I do have a few flower pots on me as well, so we can do that. Bring in our azure blue. It's like we've been doing the whole time throughout, and I think those will look pretty awesome. Beyond that, though, I want to go ahead and come up the wall and kind of, or the corners here, and kind of thicken these guys out. So we can go ahead and do that, then bring this up too. And then I wanted to go ahead and do these guys up here as well. And we can kind of get this, again, that flower pot position up here at the top using all this good stuff to get us around here. And then I wanted to go along with this one and bring in a little bit of a ring around this guy. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our spruce wood right there to help kind of bring that out. Up here, just to help detail out this top bit, we're going to go ahead and bring those guys down, just again to make it a little bit more detailed. Beyond that, I do want to go ahead and bring in some spruce trap doors, kind of help detail these areas out, just little bits here and there, just to kind of help bring a lot more life into this guy, and just a little bit of extra thickness and just variety into what we're looking at here. I think can really help it out a lot. So you can see that general idea. I want to bring that to all the four of the corners that are, or the three corners I think that'll be visible. and then finish that ring going all the way around and kind of duplicate this stuff going all the way around with that as well. So this side and then maybe on that corner side right there, we'll see with that. Let me go ahead and get that done, guys, and I'll be back with you. All right, I'm back and I've been messing around with this guy a little bit more. I threw some dirt down here because I kept stepping back and just falling off instantly. So we got a little bit better way to look around this. One, really like the top. Two, I came in down here at the base and threw in some brick inlaid. So I pushed it back a block. We haven't done that anywhere around here except for maybe down at the harbor wall itself using a block that's actually pushed back. And I love the color that gave this. That little pop of the red color down there really helps with the acacia and just makes it flow so much more that I want to try and see if we can't mess around with adding that throughout this build out here as well. So I was thinking first I want to actually come in here and fix this thing up, and maybe let's go ahead and grab a slab. We can just do that. That'll work perfect. So what I was thinking about through here, just to make this bit a little bit skinnier, because if you can see up here, I came in and added a doorway, or not a doorway, a stairway. There is a doorway too, but we added, no, not a stairway, a floor. There we go. I cannot talk sometimes, guys. I don't know what's going on, but I came in here and added a floor. And I was thinking it might be nice to go ahead and maybe, this is probably wide enough for a store up here, but like out here a little bit, we could probably go ahead and get away with kind of bringing this guy back a little bit, at least the underlaid part. So I was thinking if we go ahead and brought our stone brick out like right here, we did that guy and then get rid of you, bring that in. We have a stone brick line that actually just comes straight along the top of this. This would help us shrink down that base area that we're working with down in here. So we could go ahead, instead of having it right there, we could bring in some brick and have this pushed back a block. And I think this will actually do a good job of kind of helping to get a little bit more variation on our street as far as the slope of everything's going in here, as well as it gives us an extra little bit of detail throughout. I love doing that little half slab and making that kind of partial lifted area right there. Let's go ahead and do that. And we can actually, let's go ahead and bring two of these guys down. Just again, a little bit more variation to it. Add in some extra love, kind of like a dip down right into that area. So I was thinking something like that going all the way across here. So we could do 1, 2, 3, and then we'd have that next guy right here. Then it would be kind of, let's go ahead and plan to have that last one right down here. And then bringing this guy all the way across like that. I was thinking that'd be kind of a cool spot. And that is 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So here I might actually go ahead and just bring you out to kind of help bring in that bulky feel to it a little bit more, make it a little bit stronger. So we can do that. Here is where I want the doorway into the base to be, because I think it'd be really cool to have like a little hidden area down here that we can work with as we go. But I'm going to go ahead and get all this stuff replaced up with brick going along the bottom here. Get ourselves a little bit more of a layout, and I'll try and figure out a little bit more about what I want to be doing for this top bit. Because I'll be honest, guys, I have no freaking idea what I want to be doing up there yet. All I've been focusing on is the base so far. I have no ideas at all, so it might take me a little while. I'll be back with you guys soon. Looking at this guy from back here, this tower is just in the perfect position, it seems like. I'm so happy with this one moving forwards here. And I feel like I choose that exact time as soon as all the noise is coming in the background. Anyways, though, for this guy, I've decided I want to go with something a little bit different here than the other styles we've been using around here. And I want to introduce a new block into our palette. So this is Endstone. Endstone, I went ahead and did a cobblestone overlay using the same colors of the Endstone and turned it into this kind of cooler cobblestoney variant that we can use throughout this build and builds in general throughout our world. And I think this works a lot better. It's the same color scheme as what we have going on for our sandstone currently, so I think it looks a lot better and kind of gives us a more of a use for the Endstone itself. Haven't moved Endstone brick over quite yet, but I'm still thinking about that one. So as you can see here, though, we did go ahead and add these top beams going across this guy, and I got that stuff just in place here so we could go ahead and kind of have something more easy to work with as we're moving throughout. I do want to come through this whole area right here, however, and we're going to go ahead and kind of add in these little bits of strips kind of going across throughout that we're going to be adding in a few windows. I think originally I said this was going to be a tailor shop. I'm thinking that now, so we can go ahead and use this as a banner shop now. I'm thinking it'll be kind of cool and be more fun to decorate with. So I want to keep with those white stained glass panes that we have going here. Give it that kind of a white, pristine look to it, making it look a little bit more fancy from the outside almost is kind of my goal here. All right, guys, sorry for the little cut there. Kodo decided he needed to have a howling session, but we're good to go working on this guy again. So you can see here, I did bring in these spruce trap doors. He was a little too much whining and howling in the background, so I did that without you guys. I wanted to go ahead and bring in some oak leaves here, though, just to kind of add that extra little bit of color and just life throughout this build. Again, bringing in all those bushes and everything else like we're doing throughout this entire city. And I just love the feeling and the atmosphere that all those are generating with it. Now though, after that, we can go ahead and jump on up here to these points. And I want to go ahead on one side of these. You can see we actually have ladders here. And beyond the ladders, I want to be bringing in spruce trapdoors. So we're going to go ahead and build those guys in right here. Then right at this point, we're going to be bringing in a ladder. And then you guys will see this more complete when we finish it. But spruce trapdoors, and then we'll bring our ladder in right there. And we can do this again, spruce trapdoors, and bring it in the ladder. So we can go ahead and do like that, get ourselves up here to the top of this one, bring out our dark oak stairs. I always get that name wrong. And then we're going to start bringing them going around this way. It should be pretty freaking cool. So we'll go ahead and leave that corner as a hard corner right here instead of zooming it all the way around this guy. This point right here, though, we're going to bring it up at a bit of a more gradual slope instead of going all the way, just because of the way that the build works. It'll bring everything into being on the same exact line if we do it this way, which I think would be pretty cool for making that top section all pretty even throughout. So we can go ahead and bring in our dark oak planks right here, bringing this stuff all the way out to there. Do that guy, bring it up, and then we get our dark oak stairs here again, bringing this stuff all the way up to the top. And then we basically just are doing our typical roof design that we've been doing this whole freaking time, and I love it. It makes it so easy, so simple, and we just kind of peek everything out just a little bit, and it does so much work for us here. Really, without doing a whole lot of effort, it really helps fix a lot of the problems that you typically see with roofs. I'll tell you what though, guys, let me go ahead and fill this whole thing in, then we'll come back and we'll add some cool little extra bits to detail it out some more. Okay guys, so I got the roof in place here. It's looking pretty freaking awesome. We do have one thing I need to do here, is I want to go ahead and add the windows into those areas. So while we're up here, and while I got you guys here, let me actually just go ahead and quickly grab that spruce wood that we can use there, and we do need some more of those dark oak fences. See, there's some dark oak fences. We got some there. Perfect. We got some spruce wood. I love having all the storage down here. That is so helpful. Let's see if we can professionally ender pearl our ways up here to the top. I got a question for you guys though. Are you guys still super enjoying these ones? Oh wow, we fell through the roof. Are you guys really enjoying this kind of building up this part of the world here, working on the city? Or would you guys like to see, say, after the world tour, if we like take a break from this guy for a little bit and we move to somewhere else for just a little while? I'm curious to hear what you guys got to say on that one. Right here, I actually do want to do an upside down acacia stair to keep that in line with everything else. So I forgot that guy. I'll have to go ahead and grab that. But I'm curious to hear what you guys got to say on that thing. I'm really excited with this one. But of course, like as always, if you guys want to be seeing something else, we can always switch it up for a little while at least and take a little break from this guy. So what I want to be doing here is basically counting directly up from these windows, going straight into there, creating that hole right there. This one would be, sorry, I'm trying to line up with the window down below, so we're in the F5 mode, and I think we're right here in the middle on this guy. Those should all be 3 apart. Perfect, that's looking good, exactly what we want right there. Can we get those blocks? We were able to get them, it looks like. Cool. So we can go ahead and turn these guys out right here, turn into a little bit easier of a place to look out of and kind of view through, and turn it more into like a window frame here so that we can do this. Should be pretty freaking cool. Bring these guys all the way across, and bam, perfect. After that, we want to go ahead and bring these in throughout the base. I always do that. I always put the middle one down. We can go ahead and do, where do we got it? That guy, bam, perfect. And we can do the white stained glass there. I love the white stained glass as a contrast to what we're looking at. That's the one tool I needed. I love the white stained glass as a contrast to everything else we're looking at here. So beyond that, I want to go ahead and take you out, put that in there, flower pot it, azure blue it, give ourselves again another little bit of color. I think it's going to be great once we get all this stuff in here. Bam. Remember to do, oh, nope. There, dang it. All right, well, let me get back up there, do that on the other two, and I'll show you what we're looking at. All right, guys, I want to give you all a quick heads up here on everything that we got going on. Those 3 are in place over there. We got our nice little azure blue. It's in all 3 of them. I decided to go ahead and come over here to this side as well and make 2 more. You'll see why I didn't add a 3rd one to that bit right there in just a second. But overall, I'm very happy with this guy. I realized I didn't show you guys kind of how the walls lining up on this side. So as you can see, we left these closed for now. That's because there's probably going to be a building that's going to be stretching right along there, because we don't really want to have an open space right in here, because I kind of wanted all 3 of the buildings in this area to really come together. That being said, though, we'll probably remove this overhanging bit down here at the base. I just left it in there for now. And to help kind of bring everything in, moving in here towards the center, I decided to go ahead and chop it off right there and kind of make it look like more like it's sloping throughout and bringing everything up into here. We got our banner on the front showing this is kind of like a cloth maker or a banner maker. Another little window with an azure blue in there. And then inside, we got this nice little nestled place in here. I'm really happy with this one right now. So you can see I threw in an oak floor for our second floor. We got this nice little showroom area, whatever we want to put in here. Maybe they can hang up a bunch of things along that wall, because we can't put windows over there because what will be on the other side is that building that I was just mentioning. Then up here, we come up to the second floor. Really, really cozy little area up here. Plenty of windows that you can look out of. They could either use this for storage, or maybe this is where the family lives. All that cool stuff. I'm really happy with this one. I do want to figure out a way to potentially add a chimney coming up out of this guy. I was thinking maybe like we could have like a kitchen area back here in the corner, maybe along this side. Maybe the guy's like showrooms up here, and the living area for the family kind of starts back in here. So we maybe have the kitchen right there or something. I don't know. We can leave that be for now. Kind of all up in the air for what we're going to be doing in here. Again, that also requires me doing an interior, and we know how good I am at getting those ones complete. Overall, loving the look of this building. I think this guy's really, really freaking awesome. I can't wait to start experimenting with areas like this, kind of lower down areas, basement areas. I think that'll be so much fun to build with. What I was thinking though is we have this flat wall right here, and we have these oak leaves right here. I was thinking, what if we made it look like there's some like ivy coming up along the wall and kind of building up the top. I was recently hit my subscription feed. One of the old BOO videos came out, one of the last ones he put out, where he was starting that new town called Ivy. Sad story behind that one, but yeah, he has this awesome town he was starting called Ivy, and he made this really cool sandstone kind of Italian inspired, Tuscan inspired area. That's way too many leaves. We do not want to bring that up this high, but he just completely covered everything there in leaves. And I thought that was such a cool way to kind of make it look like things were really growing up out of these places and just kind of living, and just so much stuff around there. So I really want to try and experiment with that here. I think something like that could actually do a pretty good job, because we have that one looking like it's grown up. That one's grown up there. This one's kind of growing up all over that place. I thought that was a really cool way we could experiment with that guy. That being said though, I'm thinking we want to go ahead and grab a few more ladders in here. So let's go and make some sticks real fast. Let's see if we can't make some ladders. We'll just make 6 right here. And then we can use some dark oak stuff to pillar our way up to the top here. I was thinking we could go and experiment with the ladders. Bam, 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 and then bring ourselves up here to the top. I love these ladders. I don't know why I've never used them before, but I was decided to start messing with them today on that front part. I was doing a little testing with them in a creative build, and oh my gosh, they look so cool up there. I know they're a little bright and off color, but that, with how smooth the strip logs are, with that kind of texture in there, it looks really, really cool in my opinion. So I'm happy I kind of found that one, was able to work that out. But I'll tell you guys what though, I'm going to go and mess around with this stuff a little bit more, see if I can't get a little bit more of a finished copy with this. But overall, very, very happy with this build so far. All right, welcome back everybody. So we got everything here finished up, ready to go, and I got a little carried away. We're gonna be jumping inside because you can maybe see a little bit through the corners there. I did mess around with some interior stuff on there because, you know, I figured I'd mix it up and see what's going on here. I also added in this strip across here using our smooth stone, trying to make it look like a more of a entrance area kind of down into here and then down into that doorway. I don't know, I just wanted to break up the terrain a little bit, or the roadway, and add some nice like tiled area, make it look like they made this little pathway part kind of fancied up. Maybe I'll stretch it down into going into there. Overall, very, very happy with this build. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and it's time for our comment or question of the day before we jump into there, because there's a cool surprise right in there. But anyways, before we do that, comment or question of the day is from Jeff Jones. He says, "Hey fWhip, just wondering when you will be back to doing the custom mountains. Also, I thought instead of completely stopping on the mountains, you could add in some streams, as down the road when you come back, it will be a lot to get through, and it will be nice to keep it fresh and have that massive project ticking along in the background." Wow, I had a lot of typos in there. From Jeff Jones. So, streams, mountains, all that stuff. I've actually been planning on doing that for quite a while. I think that's an awesome idea. I've been talking with my girlfriend a lot kind of about maybe getting some more streams going more consistently. The reason why I don't do them is that often right now, unless she's out of town or something like that, is because I feel bad like being like, hey, can you be quiet for like 2 or 3 hours while I stream and talk to people on the internet? And I just kind of feel bad about that. But we've been talking about it, and I think I'm going to try and aim for 1 stream a week for like 2 hours. And I think my plan right now is either do Wednesdays when I get home from work, or to do Saturdays kind of early in the day before we go to the dog park. Probably going to be alternating between those two coming forward in the next few weeks. We'll test it out, see kind of how it's going, all that cool stuff. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep your eyes out for that. It will be happening here pretty soon, hopefully. I'm really, really looking forward to that stuff. As far as what we'll be working on there, I've actually been thinking the mountains would be a great project for that. So I can go ahead and basically come in myself and kind of lay out some designs for how I want the shapings to be. And then we can work on the streams as far as like placing the blocks in and making that massive shape to it all. And I think that'd be really, really fun to work through. So hopefully that'll be fun for kind of a stream project moving forward, because it's super grindy and kind of hard to do in this one. That's kind of enough that I wanted to touch on that, guys. So be looking forward to that here in the next few weeks or so, next week or two. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Let me know if you guys are excited to have those be more consistently in here. So let me know down in the comments if you guys are pumped for that one. Anyways, this guy in here, as it's going to be nighttime, perfect time to come inside. So we're coming in here. We got the start of a banner shop. Still working on this guy, and I realized 1.14, those snapshots, I'm so excited to do interior detailing with like the loom block, things like that. You can make that look like cabinets and all this cool stuff all over the place. Anyways, turn this one into a banner shop. We got some like shelving stuff right over there. Maybe some more of them right in here. I don't really know. Some blank banners on the wall. Then over here, we got our papyrus banner. We got Castle Bleakrock. We got the Nordic Village, doesn't have a name yet. And this one. We now have a banner for the city, guys. I'm so happy to announce that we have the banner for the city. And we have a name for the city too. I was talking with some people in a Discord chat a while ago. I'm blanking on who gave me the idea for the name, but I want to do something with like coastline, or some like, basically I was looking at like Greek words of Greek ways to say like coast, shoreline, things like that, and trying to do like port blank. And somebody up in the Discord said, why do that? This city looks very, very inspired by like England and like those areas. So why not focus with something like that? And they offered, let's go with the Gaelic, or like the Scottish way of saying it, and all those words. And he was like, let's look through a few of those. And he came up with Port Latour. And it basically means the port by the ocean, more or less, the port by the sea, which I think is freaking awesome, seeing as we're going to have the sea over there. We're going to have it over there too. And I almost broke the windows. So we're going to have this city named Port Latour, Litore. I think it'll be pretty cool. I really like kind of the way it flows off the tongue and everything like that. I think it'll be really fun moving forward. So we got that, and we got our banner, and we're ready to start kicking butt, moving forward, and actually shaping out the rest of the city. So if you guys are pumped for that one, and for those of you who stuck out around here to the end of the episode, let me see a hashtag Port Latour down in the comments below. I want to see how many of you guys are sticking around here for this guy, and I'll probably announce that at the beginning of the video here coming down. So this way it gives the people who stuck around to watch the video, see everything going on here, a little bit of an extra glimpse into how kind of the world's working. You guys got to be the early ones to know that. But yeah, the banner's up here on that. It's got a cyan outline to it. That's light blue, and then some blue in there, and then a green. I'm really happy with this. So I was thinking about like a lime green, maybe to give it a little bit of an extra pop in the middle. But I kind of like it as is. And it helps with like that color thing over here that we did. You got this green and the cyan. Maybe we could add some blues into there, but I'm very, very happy with that one. Anyways, that's me blabbing on here for quite a while. I do hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. We got a lot of new things in here. We got that experimenting with the ladders, doing all that cool stuff. Very happy with that one. We got a city name, we got a city banner, and we got a banner maker shop up here. Super pumped about all that stuff. And that one is makeable in survival itself. I did not use the command block trick that we used to make the brown one. So like that guy making it look like little antlers up there and everything. Anyways, did not do an upstairs or did not do anything for the tower like that yet. But yeah, please hit that like button if you did enjoy, subscribe if you are new, and I will catch you on the flip side.